the anointing, there it demanded something more. Sacrifice of the best love in this full sense. The subject of this sacrifice was a human, not just an animal. It was a human. Why human? It was something that must be something that came from God, made in the image of God, in the likeness of God, came out of God, out of God's mind, out of God's time, out of space. It had to be the enormity of sacrificing. It had to go beyond the animal. This thing had to be something that breathed the air God gave. Oh, hallelujah. It had to be something to walk where God walked. It had to be something. It just couldn't be an animal sacrifice. It wasn't sufficient enough. It had to be something that came out of God. Out of God's mind. Made in the image and the likeness of God. That's what God required of Abraham. Something that Abraham loved more than himself. Let me slow down. Let me get it right. Hallelujah. Had to be human, come from God, made in his image. Was called for because Isaac was Abraham's most precious possession, but because he was a special gift of God under the covenant and remained God's like all the rest of his gift to make. This underlined the whole purpose of the sacrifice, a symbolic reminder that everything man possessed came from God and is returnable to God. Somebody better pray up in here. Everything that came from God must go back to God. Hallelujah. Pray on up in here. How do you react when things go wrong? But look at here. Catch it. After the Isaac sacrifice that was supposed to be offered, that covenant was aborted. After that, it was done away with. No more. It was done away with. So you see, you got to know how to react when God do something. You got to know how to react when trouble come in your home. When things ain't the way they're supposed to be. See, I told you, God called for something that came from him. And when it came from him, it could go back to him. In other words, don't get too comfortable with what God gives you, because what comes from God is also returnable back to God. So you see, you got to hold on to the fact that when things go wrong, God is still in control. When things just happen, God is still in control. You got to understand, when things are not going the way you expect them to be, God is still in control. Touch your neighbor, said, I lost some stuff, you see, but I'm going to get it back because God is in control. Tell your neighbor, I lost some people this year, but I'm going to see them one day in the resurrection. I know I'm going to see them. And you got to tell your neighbor that I might not have what I started out with, but I know it's coming back to me. I know what I started out with. It might be the lost it, but it's coming back. Tell your neighbor, I'm getting ready to get in a rhythm now. I don't care what the devil said. He can't knock me out of my rhythm. I'm in a rhythm, and God is not going to allow me to go down beneath what I can do. Let me tell you something. You got to understand, when God put us in a rhythm, there's two stages. We go to the P.O. permissible state. P.O. permissible. God is permitting you to be Tell somebody, God know I'm down. He knows what's in me. He knows what got me down. So God, in God's pure permissible state,